Window of opportunity. Once it closes, you're out of luck. Sometimes it's only open for a short time, and you have to make your move quickly. At Your Leisure off-road adventurer Chris Brimhall isn't known as a man of hesitation. He isn't one to agonize over whether that fork in the road will take him where he wants to go or on a surprise journey through unknown lands. He's been making his way south by ATV, trying to accomplish one long trip from northern Utah to the Arizona border using only legal trails the entire way. Last month he stopped in Marysville with the plan to head south toward Circleville and Kanab. His plans got pushed ahead, however, as his window of opportunity for one particular part of the trail started to close literally overnight.
One problem if you want to ride up and over Route 1 from Marysville to Circleville is they don't ever open the road before the 24th of July and the first snowstorm closes it. So you got a pretty narrow window there if you really want to go up and over on this ride.
Snow. It falls every year in the Rockies, and once it hits the ground, many mountain passes become far less passable. In the case of making your way between Marysville and Circleville by ATV, snow means the end of your trip. Chris has less than 24 hours until the pass is closed for the season. So if he wants to continue on his historic ride to Kanab, he has no time to waste. His window of opportunity is closing tonight. In this case, there literally will be no tomorrow if he doesn't act now. Luckily for Chris, action has never been his problem.
Wind your way up, and it's a pretty good road, Jeep, anybody can do it. You climb to within about 600 feet of the highest peak there in the Tushers. If you look straight across the valley up and over, and it drops you down into a big bowl with a lake. They're marked with a big caution sign. It's for a good reason. They are steep and they're windy, and you go down and down and down, down, drop on into Circleville.
It's been said that Chris has two speeds, fast and stopped. The truth of that statement is highlighted today as he goes over and under every obstacle in his path. He will likely be the last person of the year to pass the switchbacks that lead down the steep grade toward Circleville, and every minute gets him closer to the snowfall that will close this trail behind him for the next 4 months.
For most ATVers staying in Marysville, this is just a choice loop. I mean, you can ride out of the city. It's right at 70 miles around. It's a good day. There's plenty of things to look at, things to do.
Part of Chris's ride today takes him on the Paiute Trail, one of the most extensive systems in the West. The Paiute can be accessed from any number of cities along I-15 or Highway 89. Marysville, about a half hour south of Richfield, has trail access right off the highway, as does Circleville, farther south on 89. Both towns are small but offer hotels and cabins for riders looking to explore the area. Much of the Tusher Mountains to the west are impassable this time of year, but hundreds of miles of the Paiute are clear year-round and offer riding opportunities for every caliber of off-roader, both dual and single track. As night falls and Chris arrives in Circleville, the snow falls, blanketing the trails in a January covering of white. By morning, the world looks quite different, and the pass that yesterday was open and clear, today is closed off for the remainder of the winter. The window has closed. As is always the case, this isn't the end though, since Kanab is still well over 100 miles away by car, let alone ATV. And Chris is going the entire way. He'll be back on his ride soon enough, and with the end so close, you can bet he's already planning his next trip.
This isn't the end of the trail. From here, if I wanted to run down through the Arizona Strip, on to Mesquite and over to Overton, and from there I could come back to Salt Lake City, a completely different route if I wanted to.
From the landscape of the West, I'm Bob Welty.